Week 1 in college football has already came and went. I've already done my top 10 winners of Week 1. Here are my top 10 losers of Week 1. Honorable mentions on this list include Army, who lost to Tarleton State in overtime 30-27. Also UAB, Trent Dilfer, what are you doing? They were down to Alabama State for the majority of the game, and their offense with Jalen Kitna had to put a drive together. They won by 10 against Alabama State. Akron, they got shut out to a pretty bad Wyoming team, lost 10-0. Just Akron Zips, Joe Moorhead, get them out of there. Stanford, I know they didn't play this past Saturday, but the previous Saturday, they went on the road to Hawaii, had the game in their hands, and they just looked lifeless after losing. Even after having the lead most of the game, it looked like nobody cared. But yeah, Stanford has to make the honorable mentions list. Number 10 is Clemson, and I don't think it's a bad loss by any means. Absolutely not. LSU is a great team. In fact, I moved them up to number 2 on my rankings list in all of college football. But it's at home. It's the first game of the season, and it's a night game. The walkout was amazing, and you only put up 10 points, 0 points in the second half. One of the best offenses on paper in all of college football. Those awesome, great wide receivers, the great defensive line, Cade Klubnik, the best quarterback in college football before this game, and you put up 10 points and lose by 7 at home. Number 9 is Kansas State. Now, we have a 2-game sample size for the Wildcats, so it's a little bit different. We know they lost in Dublin to Iowa State, which I picked Kansas State to even win that game. I thought this offense would be dynamic. I know that, Dylan Edwards got hurt in the beginning of that game, but still, I thought it would be a little bit better than what we saw. Then they barely get past North Dakota, who's not really a great one of the Dakota FCS schools, and they barely get past them. So yeah, Kansas State has to go on my losers list for the last 2 weeks. Number 8, Boise State. Boise State went on the road to South Florida and lost by 27 points, only put up 7 points of offense, and it was just an ugly game. I mean, Boise State went up 7-0, I think, and then after that did not score again. I thought the running back game would be a lot better with Sire Gaines, Malik Sherrod, but no, USF shut all of it down, and Boise State has a lot to improve on. Number 7 is UCLA. Just absolutely no fight in that game Saturday night. Lost to Utah by 33 points, I believe it was. Just the fan base was not there. It was ugly at UCLA Saturday night. Number 6, Northwestern. They went on the road to Tulane to play a really good G5 team, and they put up 3 points of total offense. Preston Stone threw 4 picks. He looked awful. Just Northwestern, I don't know what to expect from you anymore this season. Number 5, Middle Tennessee State. I thought it was going to be a great year under Derek Mason. I thought he'd really turn the corner about some things because I like Derek Mason. I like Nicholas Vadiato. But no, this team put up 14 points of offense, lost by 20 to Austin Peay, an FCS school at home. Awful in Murfreesboro. Number 4 is the Pac-2 in general. Oregon State losing to Cal by 19 points. I thought with Malik Murphy at quarterback, Anthony Hakerson at running back, I thought it'd be a great offense and a pretty good defense because you have a defensive coach at the helm in Trent Bray. But no, it was awful. California beat you by 20 points. Also, the other Pac-2 team, Washington State, barely beat Idaho 13-10. Only put up 13 points of offense. The Pac-2 is just very, very bad this season. Number 3, Wake Forest. Jake Dickert, what are we doing? 10-9. You beat Kennesaw State 10-9 at home on Friday night. First game of the season. You put up 10 points of offense. That's awful. Number 2, North Carolina. This is fresh on everybody's mind in America, everybody who watched this game. Bill Belichick's first game as a North Carolina head coach, and you lose by 34 against TCU. Josh Hoover was unstoppable, the TCU quarterback. It was awful to watch. It was ugly, but it was funny at the same time. Speaking of horrible and funny at the same time, Alabama is my biggest loser of the week. They go on the road to Florida State. They play the Seminoles, and they lose by 2 touchdowns in a game where Florida State controlled it the whole entire game. And it has been a long off-season of Alabama getting anointed a top 5 team, a top 3 team, some national championship picks, and they come out and do this in their first game of the season. Ryan Williams was atrocious. Jeremy Bernard was their best receiver and might be their best receiver on the roster. Kalen DeBoer has a lot of pressure on him, even more than what he had going into this game. It's awful right now, but I do love to see it because we haven't seen Alabama in shambles in, over 16, 17 years. So it's beautiful to see at the same time.